All right, Andre. Now I recognize that you are not the target market for this, as are many of my ideas. That's
another parenting thing, isn't it?
Kind of parenting
Please,
thing.
no. Okay, hold on. I'm putting on my dad brain.
Here's the thing: it's not necessary. It's not. I mean, it's for someone. It's definitely something. If you have kids, you'll get the value of this.
Okay, sure. I'm opening the presentation. Ooh.
So I'm calling this Andre's Loft.
Yeah.
It's similar to Andre's kitchen.
Yes.
This is Andre's Loft. Now, if you go to slide 2 here, Andre, I want you to describe the picture that you see to the thieves out there.
Well, first of all, it's a European like Target because the signs are all in pounds or euros. I mean, sure. So anyway, that's my first thing I noticed. But basically, it's a toy aisle. It's packed wall to wall, toys and toys and toys, and a little kid and this mom. And the mom looks distressed.
Pretty distressed.
Yes, she looks really distressed. And the kid is cute though.
He's cute. So this is a scenario I've been in with my kid before. I go on a toy aisle and like my kid's there or whatever. There's 1,000 toys to choose from, right?
Yeah.
Not some of them are interactive, some are not. You don't really know, right?
Yeah.
So there's actually 2 problems that plague this world. On slide 3, I'll tell you what those are. So one, this is outside of toys. Just generally, there aren't enough really good places to take kids for fun.
Yeah.
In the summertime, you have a little more options. You can go outside of the parks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But generally, it's like, okay, like where I either have to like go to a McDonald's play place, which is, that's a
different issue.
That's a different issue. Or I have to pay, some very expensive premium to go to like a very expensive place. And especially in the wintertime, you're like really stuck on places to go.
Yeah.
On the other side of the fence, on the toy side, there are no good places to play and experiment with toys.
Yeah.
Most toy.
Completely agreed.
You go to the toy aisle, there's like 3 interactive ones. Yeah. Most of them are just in boxes.
Right.
So let me tell you what Andre's Loft is. Andre's Loft is an indoor play space focused around toys. It's a place for parents to bring their kids for hours at a time, maybe have a delicious beverage from Swig, and maybe just buy that
Diet Coke.
Maybe, a dirty Diet Coke, and maybe just buy that new Barbie. Now let me show you the floor plan here.
Oh, love this.
That I've made for Andre's Loft.
And like this is great.
So you walk into Andre's Loft. There's a front desk. You say, me and my 2 kids they're signing in here. Now you have different zones in Andre's Loft. So you have a doll and action figures zone. You have a pretend station, so kitchens and things like that. A train station with trains and Hot Wheels. You have Legos and blocks. You have a whole building area. Maybe a featured toy section, and then a Nerf gun shooting range.
Right.
So the idea here is that I go to Andre's Loft. I pay a membership to be a part of it.
Yeah.
My kids can kind of be here for hours at a time.
Scott loves a membership program.
I love a membership
just
program.
To get that out there.
It's indoors. It's nice. It's temperature controlled, obviously.
Yeah.
But I get all these benefits. One, as a parent, my kids have stuff to do. There's so many different places and it's all kind of broken down by age ranges. So you have some younger kid stuff, some middle kid stuff, some a little bit older kid stuff. So you have a pretty wide, probably 2 to 7, maybe 2 to 8, kind of young kids.
Yeah.
So that's one. 2 is as a parent, I can go in here and like instead of going to the So Delicious or the Swig or the Crumble or whatever, there's a little cafe. I can get a snack and a drink and go with probably more women than men are going to be here. Moms, can chat about what their kids play. And then 3, if I happen to stumble across some toy that I like. I go up to the representative and say, hey, can I get this Barbie? There's a warehouse up top where they ship it to your house or whatever it is. And now they're like, they're really attached to this thing that normally is in a box. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't have had this play set. I didn't think they would love this so much. They really love this kitchen set that like they would never have a chance to play with it otherwise. I think, there's 3 avenues of revenue here. So you get the monthly subscription fee, you get the markup on the cafe, and then the toy markup.
Right, toys, yeah.
So lots of ways to make money. I think any parent would enjoy a place like this. You have different ways to structure the actual like membership fees, and that's probably where you do most of the tinkering.
Yeah.
That's Andre's Loft.
I think good idea. I think I could see this being successful here.
Yeah, right?
It seems like pretty straightforward. I think I love the idea of a place to play with other children.
Yep.
To have fun for a low monthly membership. So you can kind of see it both ways. It's like you get parents on the cost saving effort, which is like my kids have a fun place to go and it's at X rate and they have all these access to all these fun toys instead of buying a million toys that barely get played with and all those common toy anxieties.
Yep.
And then you also get to sell them toys at the end, which I think is like huge. I really think it's a good idea. And especially in a world now where like Toys R Us is now gone. Toys R Us had like some elements of this. Like I seem to recall the Toys R Us that I went to occasionally as a kid having like a Lego area that you could play around with.
And there are toy stores where it's like, so there's a one Teton Toys here in Lehigh that we'll go to sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like 90% shelves, right? But there's a few areas, and that's where
interactive.
That's where my kid goes. He goes to the stand-up kitchen, he plays, and we just sit there. And then at a certain point, I feel bad. I'm like, I'm babysitting my kid here.
I'm making this Andre's Loft right
now.
I'm asserting my authority here.
And that's really where the inception of the idea came from. It's like,
the toy store should be all interactive.
Yes.
Because like, what's the point of having shelves in a toy store, really? Like the shelves should be in an area that no one can see, and out on the floor it should just be toys to play with.
And I get it. I mean, there's a couple things. Like one, toys break, and kids are not the most when it comes to like keeping toys intact. Like, so I get it. There's a bit of like some stuff's not going to be available or like whatever.
But that's all. I mean, that's all. In a business like this, toys will break. Like that's all just cost.
That's all cost of operating, right?
Yeah.
Another thing you have to factor in, and I think what's great about this is you have 2 or 3 floating supervisors. Just make sure that and parents will sit there, and so like for the most part, like they can't watch their kids. But sanitation is another one. So like you could hire some 16-year-olds to work here and basically Lysol wipe. You just wipe everything down. You dump all the
area to area and get everything cleaned.
So I don't think it would be like that would be annoying, but like I think you could have 3 people working at this place.
Yep, and keeping things clean.
So like your overhead.
I do see that as being a fairly good argument against it, which is germs. In flu season, this place is kind of a nightmare to me.
Sure.
Definitely a valid criticism to make.
Totally.
But controllable.
Well, and the thing is, like, you could say that about literally any public play space, trampoline gym, anywhere there's lots of people congregating inside during.
It's just you're right. You could say that about every place,
but this is a little more.
This place is literally
you're putting stuff in kids' mouth
on items. Yeah, like it's a little bit different than the trampoline park where there aren't that many shared surfaces in that trampoline park.
And I would say that would have to be part of the like.
Part of the value is like.
This is what we do
at the end of it. First, the kids come in and they have a little hand sanitizer
washing station. They go in and then we sanitize everything at the end of the night. Whatever.
Yeah, totally.
And I think a featured toy. Like if I'm a toy manufacturer and I want to get my toys in front of 1,000 kids. It's like if you're sitting next to one other cooler interactive toy store, at Target, it's like you're never gonna get picked up. But here, you pay to be in front of the line.
Yeah, I love that. And that's a whole revenue stream. I don't know why you don't include that here.
That's true.
Which is like you're getting a little bit of like a sponsorship deal or like a discount on the toy to offer it in your featured toy section. Good idea.
This is one of those ideas where I when me and my wife, we talked about this, I was like, could we do this? Like, could we do this?
Which I've said this before. The hallmark of something that should be on this podcast is when you're like, do I even want to put it on the podcast?
Yes, totally.
Because such a good idea.
I was like, maybe I might do this someday, and maybe I'll come across some money and just do this or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, because the other hard thing is like you have to find a good storefront, like location. This matters.
I mean, you'd have to quit your job to do this. Yeah. Like this is not a nighttime gig at all. So it's
and marketing, like typical storefront woes of like, if you have a dance studio or anything that's in the same realm of this, of like, I have to get people here.
Yeah.
But I do think, and that's why I like the membership model of like what you're paying for access to come here whenever you want, basically. And as a mom, like my wife is like constantly looking for places to take my kid. And even in the middle of summer, parks are also out. Right? It's like, I don't want to go swimming. It's too hot here.
Yes.
So it's like, where can I go?
We can't go to a park every single day all summer.
Yeah.
Like we need some indoor AC time.
And it's limited screens here as well. Like maybe you have like a back area for older kids or some.
I think limited screens is a good.
Like it's visceral.
It keeps it fun versus like if you walk in and it's just like iPads. It's like the Apple Store. And you're like, okay.
Now that's another story.
This is not really what I want. Yeah.
So you're in on it.
I'm in on it.
$100 million from Romeo Butters.
I don't think this is not $100 million.
Not $100 million. $1 million.
$1 million I would give to just this idea.
You go all in on it.
To just executing on this idea, I really think that $1 million could get you really, really far on it.
Yeah.
And would be a really good idea.
Well, I'd take